Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I'm using the Sawyer's Path Tarot, and I've already allowed for reversals, so I just have to shuffle. So I'm shuffling into Wednesday, July 21st, 2021, to see what it is that we need to know in order to grow, in order to heal. I'm grounding into my body, relaxing, letting go. And opening up to the universal laws of love, which is also truth and wisdom and all that good stuff that we want. Okay. Let's get some help for the day and for our lives as well, for our entire lives. Okay, Knight of Cups. Our theme, Knight of Cups reversed. Our theme is the Queen of Cups straight up. Ooh, that's nice. And then also the Page of Wands reversed. Okay. You know what? I just remembered I have this other awesome deck, if I can find it. I think, let me see. Is it in this bag? Let's see. Yeah, that's the one. Jamie Sawyer also did a really beautiful Lenormand deck. So let's add some cards. Because why not? The artwork's going to go together beautifully, you'll see. And for those of you who are learning Lenormand, you might like this deck. And they're both, I'm sorry, I forgot to say, they're both available on Etsy. Okay, so more information about this mix here. I mean, this Queen of Cups in the center here is just awesome for getting into your natural-born psychic powers, intuition, nurturing your self-care, being very devoted to all that is loving, honoring the sacred. That's what she's all about. This guy can be a little manipulative, and this guy won't talk up, won't speak up, won't talk out, won't say, because maybe there's some overwhelm there. You know, he's still trying to find his energy, trying to figure out like what's really going on. And they're looking at each other. He's a little upside down with her. Maybe she's too powerful and he can't take it. So he's just gonna sit down and be quiet, maybe, right? Because she's walking away from this dude who's been very, very manipulative. And she's not having it anymore. Okay, but that's just my little twisted take. But it could be true. So, but let's get some more. What else do we need to know? So we have the Rider hanging over the stork. And, ooh, the Heart. So yeah, there's that relationship issue. And the House. Okay, let's do one more here. Okay, right here in the garden. Yeah, okay. So this is our theme. Actually, we could do two more here because these cards are going to bridge together, but let's do two more here to get more information about these two guys. Yeah. The mice and the ring. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let me grab my chopstick here. So like I said, with the Queen of Cups, of course, she's all about nurturing and devotion and psychic abilities and intuition. And she's very warm and she's very loyal and she's very healing. So of course, with all the court cards, they can be someone else in your life. They can also be an aspect of your own consciousness that you're working with. So take it for whichever way it would be for you, and sometimes it can be both ways. Many times the way cards come through, we find out later on there was another layer. So, but she's hanging over this card of interactions. The garden card in the Lenormand is literally the meaning of interactions. Now, this can be our interaction with nature. It can be which is, very, very healing. These two cards together are very healing. We all know to be out in nature is healing. I mean, look, this is adorable. We've got these little ducks or some kind of birds in a pond right here in this bench in nature. And I don't know what's on top of that table there, but that's gorgeous. Beautiful design. I absolutely love her artwork. And so I'm going to do a little bit of knighting here. So we've got interactions with nature and with others. This is also a very social card. It can be social media, but it can be any social interaction, interchange. It's very communicative, and it's all about meetings and having fun and events and, going places together. So this combination here tells me, to honor all that is sacred within your social interactions with each other. And there's movement here going in this direction. So this tells me this interaction of movement here with someone, which can be, the Rider card can be, it can be deliveries, it can be your vehicle, it can be walking, it can be razors, rollerblades, it can be anything that you're out working out with or out on. It can even be walking on your own 2 feet. I swear, it's just, anything that moves you in that direction. But what it's moving towards is this Knight of Cups here, which brings in that element of, when it's reversed, brings in the element of heartbreak and bad news. This is news and deliveries, but this is bad news. This is deception. This is, sometimes, at the very least, it's disappointing. At the most, it can be heartbreak because there's been cheating. And that's further reiterated here with the mice, because the mice is all about loss. It's about toxic relationships. It's about people who try to, like if this guy's a cheater, he would try to minimize your heart and minimize your psychic abilities and literally gaslight. Like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not psychic. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't trust your feelings. Like that kind of bullshit. Right? You don't want to be around someone like that. So if this is, whether or not it's a love relationship or anybody in your life at all, friend or family member, don't listen. Don't listen. And change. So we've got movement here, but then change your heart. Come into the foundation. The advice here is for us to come into our hearts, and that's our true foundation. The House card is all about our emotional bodies, our souls. It's the foundation of strength in our lives. It's, imagine going out, meeting a guy like this, and then you come home to feel your heart and honor yourself. And, that change, this change to go back home to yourself is the big message for this spiritual, message that I'm trying to bring through all the time. It's always about coming back to yourself. Now, with this guy here, with the Page of Wands reversed, this can be bad news again, feeling really discouraged, not being able to speak up, or maybe the guidance is don't speak up, just walk away. Just walk, because we've bumped up into this energy that doesn't honor who we truly are in our intuition, in our feelings, in our love that we're willing to give. And And instead, we've got this negative, spin that just eats away at, eats away at the heart. But we can have this change of heart. And the writer, usually, it's about movement in one direction, but with the storks, they come and go back and forth between their nest. So this would be a change of heart, come back home to yourself. And of course, if you go out again, you need to commit. Just commit to yourself. Commit to knowing what is truly loving, whether, it doesn't matter what type of a relationship it is. Just know that loving yourself through it is always the right way to go. And then maybe later on, it's about speaking up and saying, well, no, that doesn't make sense. Like somebody's gaslighting you, telling you don't know about your own feelings. That's definitely gaslighting. And we don't want to go into any, like spiritual bypass and say to ourselves, oh, well, it's not loving if I say anything back. I better not say anything back because that's not loving. Baloney. That's baloney. But let's say you're at a family gathering and there's little children around and you don't want an argument starting. Then you would. You would be quiet and you would walk away. You would get the heck out, walk away. But you're still committed to yourself in that situation. So you're going to have to feel your way through it. Remember, she's the one here that is, she knows which way to go. And it's all about being loyal to yourself, loyal to your heart. And if you're feeling a little frazzled in the moment, there'll be another time where you won't be, Just don't be pessimistic of it continuing to happen just because you can't say something right away. And try not to hold it in a way that, that's why this energy would be here too. Try not to hold it in a way that would, bother your body. You're going to need to, when you take in something that's painful to your heart, you're going to need to commit to like releasing it. So, when you can, go to your car and scream into a pillow, or go into another room in your house and scream into a pillow. Whatever you need to do to release the energy. Or it can be sometimes to just go back to your heart, realize, oh, this guy's just really wounded. He's in his own negative spin. He doesn't know what to do with it. He's really just afraid of being caught, in some way. And maybe we can just engage our heart and just send him some love and then go the other direction. And there's no reason to say anything in that. So the way spiritual law works is it's very flexible and it's very, it's not rigid at all. So what might be the right thing to do one time will be the wrong thing to do at another time. So you're going to have to trust your intuition and feel your way through it. And then you'll know what to commit to in any given situation. So that's it. Okay, well, thanks so much, you guys. Take good care. Bye.